What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the WWE Podcast. Today, we are coming back with our WWE Bash in Berlin reactions. If you saw our predictions, we bet on every match. We put points, we had bonus points, we added them up together, and we do, in fact, have a winner. If I could bring out the belt here, we do have a winner tonight. The winner of this predictions championship this time around was, in fact, me.
Retaining.
And still predictions champion. But hey, I mean, it's a good game. It was a good game. It was close. I got 16 and a half. He finished with 14. Because we will talk about everything.
Yes.
We will talk about how this happened. How I'm still your reigning defending predictions champion. It does feel good to have at least one title defense.
Yeah.
Like it would have kind of sucked to lose this thing on the first defense. Our next one will be Bad Blood, I guess. That'll be the next one, but that's October, so we got some time for that.
Yep.
So let's talk about the first match, which was Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed title. So first of all, neither one of us got a half point because we also did half points predicting the order of the match.
Yep.
Or the order of the match card, I mean. And we both thought Drew and Punk was going to start, and it didn't. So
I thought Cody and KO was going to be fourth.
I thought it was going to be third, and it was first. So right there, we lost half point. But a matchup that started off a little slow. It started off a little like they're kind of they're bros. They didn't really want to hurt each other much, and then they started fighting. And then at the end, it definitely picked up at the end, I thought. It got pretty good. And it definitely told a story of KO not wanting to turn heel. KO wanting to do the stuff that prize fighter KO normally would do, which Kevin Owens, I forget if he even said that yet. Kevin Owens. And, Cody's knee was hurt. He didn't want to target the knee. He's like, he's my bro, I don't want to do that. Eventually, he kind of did that. He kicked him in the knee, but he didn't really do much. He teased an apron powerbomb, but he didn't do it. He's like, we're friends. I can't do it. Ultimately, is why he loses the match, and Cody Rhodes retains. We each got 1 point for that. No, wait. I got 4 points for that. He got 3 points for that.
Yes.
So there is that match.
Yeah.
Right? I thought it was good. It was not my match of the night.
No.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, we'll get to match
But
of the night.
Decent. And moving on to the second match of the evening, which was
Tag match.
Jade and Bianca, or Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, taking on the unholy union of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. In a match which saw them isolate Bianca for way too long. Like, I get it. That's just kind of the tag team heel versus babyface tag team where they isolate one of them, but come on. It was like 10 minutes of them just beating up Bianca. We were so like, what are they doing? That being said, not a terrible match. I do love Jade and Bianca's tag finish, where Bianca DDTs them and then kicks them up, and then Jade suplexes them. It's a great maneuver. So nothing inherently awful about this match. Just not, like, amazing, I guess I'd say. But this one, we lost a point because we both thought Unholy Union were going to walk out with the tag team titles. Because why would you have Jade and Bianca win the titles when their whole story is them splitting up? But Triple H has a plan, I guess, because it wasn't the one we thought. Because Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill win this match, meaning I lose 1 point, he lost 2. That was kind of the deciding factor of this championship, honestly. So I was happy, because not only was that one of the reasons I retained, but also because I didn't want Unholy Union to win. I wanted Jade and Bianca to win, I just didn't think they would. And you do kind of have to ask yourself, does it make sense for Jade and Bianca to win?
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
I feel like the only reason they won was just to give the fans in Germany a title change on the pay-per-view.
Maybe.
I think you kind of got to ask yourself, like, does this just further the destruction of the women's tag division? Because the main complaint is no one gets a reign in the triple digits. Everyone's reign is like a month or 2, maybe. Like, Unholy Union took it at Clash at the Castle. That was, July? Middle of July, end of July. Now we're here at the beginning of September. or that end of August yesterday, and they lost.
Wow.
Like, what? It just doesn't make sense to me. I suppose it's better than the tag team titles on Raw, where Finn and JD have had them for 2 months and haven't defended them once. The tag team division right now is in a bit of a problem where it's centered around people whose end game goal is not to be a tag team, but then their actual tag teams are off doing other things. Like, Pretty Deadly is not focused on the tag titles.
No.
They're sitting there focusing on their musical.
Yeah.
You know, the New Day hasn't been focusing on the tag titles. They've been too busy with a terrible feud in Karrion Kross and Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
An awful feud. I mean, it's one of those things where I get long-term storytelling, sure.
Maybe.
But first of all, you don't always need long-term storytelling, I think. I think it's great that Triple H does a lot of long-term storytelling, but I don't think you always need it. And second of all, even when you do long-term storytelling, you know what you need to do? You have to at least make progress still. Karrion and Xavier have been feuding for like 5 months, and not a single thing has happened.
No, you don't do anything with it.
And it is literally like the second low light of the night, like the worst portion of Raw, second worst, right behind the Sonya Deville's faction. I'm blanking on what it's called now because it's a stupid name and I hate it, but I don't remember what they're called. But they're boring too. They talk about how much they run Raw and then they always lose. Anyway, moving on. So that's enough about the tag team division rant. Let's move on to the third match of the night, which was Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Oh, yeah, we both got a half point for that because we both predicted that would be the second match. I forgot to mention. So we did get something from that. Now, strap match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about this one. Well, I've been kind of dominating podcasts. You're up. You watched it.
So, the match starts off. Drew, before the match, attacks Punk.
Mm-hmm.
And then beats him up. And then throws him into the ring.
Yep.
Beats him up more.
Yep. Okay, I'm just going to take over.
I don't remember anything that happened.
It was a brutal match. Like, they whacked each other with the leather straps it sounded like it hurt. There was one table spot. I was a little disappointed. I could have used more than one.
Yeah.
A chair was in there at one point. But the main story of the match was, first of all, normally I hate the 4 corners rule. You got to touch all 4 corners. But it wasn't too bad. I don't think it didn't take away from the match as much as I thought it would. And I think overall they did a nice job. Now, putting my bias that I don't like Punk, trying to put my bias aside, this was a pretty good match that had pretty good storytelling. I thought at the end it was a little slow where literally every time either one of them would hit a move, they'd both be down for like 2 minutes. That was a little much. I could have lived without that. But overall, this match was great storytelling. The main story component of this match was, first of all, Drew pulled the friendship bracelet out of his penis and sniffed it. What a weirdo. And then, so he was wearing that throughout the match. And Punk sees it, and he's distracted by it for a bit. You think, oh my goodness, is he actually going to lose because of the bracelet again?
Nope.
But no, he ends up getting it. He ends up getting all 4 corners by hitting a bunch of GTSs on Drew. Like 4 or 5, something like that. He's the new Bronson Reed, hitting a bunch of...
Touch the corner of GTS. Touch the corner of GTS.
Yep. That's how he did it. And he won. And he got his bracelet back.
Yep.
And then he kissed it, which came out of Drew's pubes. Moving on. So, Drew McIntyre. CM Punk wins that match, which I got... How many points did I get for that? I got 3 from that. So, that brings us to the Mixed Tag Team Championship. No, wait, what? The Mixed Gender Tag Team match. There is no Mixed Gender Tag Team titles. I would like to see him try it, but I don't think it would work.
No.
I'd be happy if it did work, because I think that'd be kind of funny. 1 second, guys. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Outside interruptions.
Low budget here.
Yeah.
So it was who knew? Twice in one podcast. So, Rhea and Damian taking on Liv and Dominic. That being Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, by the way. in my match of the night.
Yeah, that was definitely the night.
I enjoyed this match way more than I thought I would, way more than I maybe should have. This match was so good. I mean, you had Damian absolutely destroying Dominic in there, which some people are going to be, that makes him look weak. No, it
That's
doesn't.
the point.
No, it doesn't. That is his character. His character is that he is the chicken shit heel that can't fight at all. That is who he is.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, I mean, he can fight, I guess, but not Damian. That's
No.
for sure. Like, it does not make Dominic look weak. It makes Dominic look like Dominic, and that's what I like. Dominic is an American hero. Okay, Dominic, he had the guts to turn on Rhea Ripley, the abusive relationship where she wouldn't let him eat chicken tendies and she wouldn't let him play video games, and he went for Liv. But he kind of felt the consequences probably in this match because he got his ass kicked. As well as did Liv by Rhea. I loved the spot where they both hit Razor's Edges at the same time.
Yeah, that was cool.
To their opposing people. That was great. I also just loved some of the shenanigans between not only Dominic and Rhea, but even a couple between Liv and Damian, where when Dominic first tagged in and Liv got in the ring, Damian didn't get out right away, and she kind of like went up to him and was like, move, or whatever. He just kind of put his hand in her face. And then as soon as he moved out of the way, Rhea was just there to drop kick her. That was an awesome spot. We did not get Rhea hitting a riptide on Dominic in this match.
Yet.
I'm guessing that will come in the next installment of Liv and Rhea. Will that let Liv end up getting the win because Rhea's distracted by Dominic? We'll find out when we get to it. Okay, I don't know.
Maybe.
That might
Who
be
knows?
that could be my prediction. It just depends on the build-up, I suppose.
Yeah.
But this was my match of the night. This match was great. If you want to go back and watch any match from this night, I'd probably do this one.
Definitely.
You could do Punk and Drew. You know, that was a all right. I mean, I don't know. I think it was really good. I just think, like, Punk and Drew, I think it was really good. I just think I could have lived without the last, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They hit probably 5 moves because they were down for 3 minutes every time either one of them hit something, which I really got annoyed with. Other than that, and I get it, like, it's exhausted storytelling
It's
itself.
wrestling.
But
you get tired.
come on, for 15 minutes hitting 5 moves, not counting the 5 GTSs at the end, obviously. That's too much. That's too much. Other than that, that was a great match. I'd recommend watching that one as well.
Yes, I would too.
I mean, just watch this whole pay-per-view, honestly. But
That was a good pay-per-view.
so that was a great match. I got, how many points did I get for that? 2 points for that.
I got a 1.
And then, why was that your 1 point?
I don't know.
And then also we each got 1 point because Dominic and Damian started, as we predicted.
Because when we wrote down that match, I only had 1 and 5 left.
Fair enough. I also got a half point because I predicted that'd be the 4th match, and it was the 4th match. So I got quite a few points from that one.
Yeah.
Moving on to our main event, which we both got a half a point for this being the main event, as Gunther took on Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, how awesome was this match? It was one of the matches of all time.
Yes, definitely.
It was not as good as their King and Queen of the Ring match. I didn't think. Was this match, awful? No. But I feel like it was so long and nothing super exciting really happened in it, you know what I mean? And I get, there's people out there that loved this match. I totally understand. I respect that. I just personally didn't. And he didn't. And maybe it was just because, I wasn't as excited for this match as, Rhea and Damian and Liv and Dom. Or Punk and Drew. I thought that'd be good. So, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just I wasn't as pumped for it. Maybe Gunther cutting promos, calling Randy wasted potential, just made me give up on this match. I don't know. But, let's talk about something. First of all, it was good storytelling as well. I like the in-ring storytelling. Gunther was exhausted. He was struggling to hit moves on Randy that he normally hits super easily. Mm-hmm. That's something they got there. He put a lot of sleeper holds. Randy hit some RKOs. There was a lot of false finishes. There was back and forth action, chop battles. Oh, by the way, I saw something earlier. Ric Flair was critiquing the fact that wrestlers will do back and forth chops now.
Yeah.
He was like, back when I used to do it, I would chop them and they'd fall. And the dude, he was, like, literally the clip of the video they showed was him chopping Shawn Michaels twice, and Shawn Michaels did not fall. So, like, they showed a clip before it, because it was a Chris Van Fleet video, and he always, like, shows a clip before it, usually. He showed a clip of Ric Flair hitting 2 chops to Shawn Michaels, and Shawn didn't go down. And then Ric Flair proceeds to say, when I used to hit chops, people used to go down. It's nothing against Ric Flair. Yes, it is. Know what you're talking about, Rick. I'm kidding, but that's why I'm a champ and he's not right now. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Listen, I go worldwide defending this thing, alright? I'll go defend it against anybody who wants to come on this pod and challenge me for this predictions championship. It doesn't have to just be this guy.
Yeah.
Problem is, if I lose it to someone else, then
Yeah.
I have to find a time to get them back on the pod to get it back, so maybe we won't do that. Maybe it'll just be him.
Yeah.
Moving on, we each got, so that was my 5-pointer, so I got 5 for that.
Same.
And that was also his 5-pointer. Not to mention we both got half a point.
So we got 5.5
Because
points.
Gunther retained, I don't think I said that yet, I went
No,
on a
you
rant
didn't.
about Ric Flair. Gunther retains the title, they shake hands afterwards,
Yep.
just like we did. And, decent match. I feel like it wasn't their best match, because I think their King and Queen of the Ring match was better.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it didn't light the world on fire as much as I guess I thought it would. Like, maybe my expectations were too high. Maybe that's on me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But what I do know is I finished with 16.5 points.
I finished with 14.
So, still your champ, still your reigning, defending, undisputed predictions champion. Until next time at Bad Blood. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't think so.
You know what we didn't cover in the last video? I forgot to talk about.
What?
Did you see Uncle Howdy's debut match against Chad?
No.
Pretty good match. My only complaint is it wasn't on pay-per-view. Why was it on Raw?
Yeah.
Stupid. But it was a good match. I think some people have had some complaints. I've seen some people talking about, like, their main problem with the Uncle Howdy story right now is that it kind of ended Chad's push.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was, like, the best heel. His heel was getting so good. He was going after the IC title, and then he never got it. Instead, he feuded with Uncle Howdy, which has been a great feud, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it has. But, you know, I see that. And I also, like, some people, and this one I don't get, some people are like, what's their end game? How do we know if they win or lose? I want to know this. I want to... Enjoy the story. Let's go along with the ride. You don't have to... You shouldn't have answers right now because they're a mysterious, creepy group. You should not understand their motivations yet. That's a stupid complaint. You shouldn't understand their motivations. You're not supposed to understand their motivations right now.
Yeah.
Let's just let it cook.
Creepy.
Let it cook.
Let Triple H cook.
Triple H can cook if you just give him time. The amount of times I've been pissed off at something he's done, only for me to be like, oh, maybe it was the right decision. The one thing that I still don't think was the right decision, I'll die on this hill, is Braun Breaker losing at Money in the Bank. I think that did hurt his momentum.
Yeah.
And I think it's
little.
a lot less cool him being IC champion, but him being defeated. Like, him being IC champion and undefeated would have been so much cooler than him right now just being IC champion.
Yeah.
That, like, and their SummerSlam match wasn't even that good. Like, it was what it should be, but it wasn't like it was
It was alright.
it was like 5 minutes, and it just... So, that's the one that I still don't agree with. I think that Braun should have won the first time, but who am I? I'm just a guy on YouTube who has 118 subscribers, so, I mean, it's not like Triple H is even going to see this.
You might.
You never know. Triple H, are you a subscriber? Comment below on the next video that he's not in, because he can't comment on this one.
Maybe I should start wearing a luchador mask.
Yeah, we forgot to do that. We're going to call him El Haguito, El Ponzon, and we're gonna say he's 18, he's got a luchador mask.
Yeah.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
Yep.
And then he can fight for the predictions championship.
Yep.
And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Yeah.
Little DX reference for you there. That's enough. Bye.